What is going on, guys? My name is Franz and welcome to the channel. If you're like me and you love sports betting, but really like the past couple years you've been kind of getting dogged by, NFL and NBA sports bets cuz in my opinion it's all rigged. Well, then why don't you try out some esports betting? Guys, I've been watching Call of Duty for nearly 10 years now. I love the esport. I love the storylines that come with the esport. I love everything about it. And now that they've introduced prize picks into the Call of Duty League, oh man, we're taking it to another level. I'm going to go over some of my amount. Won almost $4,000 using this app. I'd say I've only cashed around 2,500 of that. So I'd say we're a bit up, but not too much. Yeah, so essentially what we're going to do is go through a six-man slate. You can only choose one player per team. We got six teams playing tomorrow, so we're going to go through a six-man slate. I've been seeing a lot of people that have been using prize picks for Call of Duty. They kind of go day by day because they kind of want to see the map set, and I understand that. You definitely want to see what maps people are playing, but then you're only able to get in like a two-man or a three-man slip for whatever you're betting on. So this is going to be a more in-depth analysis of what we can construct, what we can make with all six teams playing. Try to make a six-man slip. That'll get you that 25 times bonus is what we're going for. If you didn't know on prize picks, the more people you put into your parlay, the more payout you're going to get, all the way up to 25 times if you hit all six of your plays. So let's start it off here. Boston Breach and London Royal Ravens. That is our first matchup of the day. Guys, a little piece of advice as I'm starting off this video. Matches like these, you're going to want to go under. A lot of the time, you're going to want to go under. And the reason being is you have a really, really good team like Boston right now. They've been playing very strong. They just took out Toronto last weekend. And so they're going up against a London team that's roster change after roster change, role changes happening all the time. You look at this matchup and you're gonna want to go the under because most of these matches aren't gonna go the distance. You're not gonna get a hard point that's going 200 to 250. You're probably gonna be looking at potentially a 100-point club, maybe a 3-0 in control. You're looking at smaller numbers when it comes to these 24s, 23s, and 21s. Let's check out London and Thieves. How they play. They play Mercado. I mean, look, like this was 250 to 101. Nobody's dropping above 20 on London. The control, yeah, I mean, it's just abysmal 3-0. And that was the same with, I believe, with Optic Texas as well. Like, let's check out this report. Yeah, it's the same thing. Hard point, nobody's getting kills, It's just not looking good for London whatsoever. So, with that being said, me personally, I'm going to go Yuli for this first pick. We're going to do it on the map 3, and we're going to go less kills. I mean, with this new of a team, and Yuli being the newest player on the team, there's a lot of pressure for him to perform. They were saying this guy's kind of more of their dirty work sub. Asim's going to be going for those higher kill numbers. This guy's going to be probably sitting in hill a little bit more. So I mean, his over under's pretty low already. But we're still going to go the less on it. I feel confident about it. London hasn't been performing. Boston has. Simple as that. So yeah, we'll probably go Yuli under on map 3. We're going to be looking here at map. I'm really feeling map 2 Beans more. Mainly because Beans has just been shredding in S&D. Here's a toss-up here. We either can go map 2 Beans, or we can go like a map 1 under for Kremp. So Kremp, if you guys don't know, Kremp is from the Challengers League. First CDL matchup will be this London team. He just got picked up from their challenger Boston team onto the main roster. So yeah, Kremp is kind of like I don't know. Like I usually try to like to go under when you bring in a challenger player, you bring in a new player for your team because usually there's a lot of pressure on them and they're not going to perform. However, Fame from Minnesota Rocker did just perform last weekend. So I probably am not going to hit Kremp. I feel like he might actually play well this match, especially if it's against London. He'll be able to get his bearings a little bit. So I'm going to go Beans here on the Moor for map 2 kills. I like him in S&D this whole split. I'm not going to go over his stats, but yeah, S&D's been insane. I think he dropped, at least he tied the map kill record, I think, at like 17 or something. So guy's pretty insane. Anyways, let's head over to Seattle versus Florida. Guys, this is another one where it could be some unders coming because it could be a blowout. Florida just dropped, and let me tell you, just dropped their most impact player of Havoc. I'm not really sure why. I believe there's some internal things going on in the camp. Maybe Havoc's just, looking for that mental health reset. Completely understand that, man. So yeah, I like Mac here on the less, mainly because I think most of these games aren't going to go the distance, and if that's the case, and Seattle's kind of sweeping them, Mac ain't getting this because Pred and Civ are going to take up most of those kills. So I like here Mac on the maps 1 through 3 kills. We'll go the under there. Then we'll head down to Florida. Let's see here. We're going to go map 1 kills, and I think I'm straight up going to give it to Fellow. I don't think Fellow's getting a lot of kills for them. I think he's sitting on point, if anything, and against the Seattle team, I think probably will be a Hydro first map, and Fellow ain't performing there. So yeah, we're going to go under on Fellow. So as you can see, guys, after the first 2 matches, we got 3 under, 1 over. So what I'm telling you is the under tends to work out in your favor a little bit more than the over does, except when it comes to those like big head-to-head. So when you got like a FaZe Optic, you got an LA, New York, some of those big head-to-head matches, you're going to want to go over more than under because those big head-to-heads, they usually go the distance. You'll usually see the 250 to 200s or the 3-2 control, 6-5 S&Ds. You'll see those when you run into those more head-to-head matchups. So going down to our final matchup of the first day. This will just be Friday. We'll hit some Saturday matchups tomorrow. But yeah, going for our final match of the day, it's Rocker versus New York. Dude, I mean, this is a toss-up. Rocker had an abysmal stage 3, didn't get a single point on the board, and New York's been kind of on a downswing. I mean, they had, what'd they have? Let's see, actually, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, so they just beat FaZe, but before that win against FaZe, they were on a downswing. This is a huge win against FaZe. So let me go through this a little bit, some of their recent performances. Kismet and Priesta popping off in that first hard point. Priesta's been playing well, man. I don't know. Priesta's been playing well. Kiz has also been playing well. Kiz played insane in this match, actually, so that's pretty good for old Kiz. But do we want to go Priesta? No. Here's what I'm thinking here, guys. Skies might be our choice here, and I choose Skies a lot, mainly because the kid, okay, first off, the kid's nasty, but he doesn't get a lot of kills on the map. He's more of a positioning player. He's going to lock down those AR spots. He's going to get a lot of kills with the AR in those most important positions, but it's still not going to be, those 25 to 30 to 35 bombs. You're going to see Skies kind of sitting in that, 15 to 25 range, just depending on the map. Going up against a Rocker team that's been playing well. They won their last 2 matchups. I know they were on LAN and they were a little bit easier competition. I do like this Fame addition though. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start off with Rocker. We're gonna probably hit Fame. Do we want to go the map 1? Are they going to pop off map 1? Dude, this one's tough. This one's really tough because I don't want to lose money. I think we're gonna go map 3 here, and we're gonna hit fame with it. And it's a risk here, but I'm gonna go the more, mainly because this is a competitive New York team. So I do think this control goes the distance. And fame popped off last couple controls, last couple maps he had in that game mode. So I think this is a good choice here. I do see him hitting this. I hope he does hit it. That'd be big time. And then for our final one of the day, we have New York Subliners. I'm going to go map 1 kills. I do see New York kind of sweeping Minnesota in this first map, mainly because Minnesota isn't playing too hot in hardpoint right now. They're not playing too hot in general. I mean, they just got this pickup. I mean, I know they're 2-0 last week, but this will be their first real competition. I see New York taking this first map, but I do not see Skies hitting the over. I see him holding down hard points, getting a couple kills here and there, but he's not going to break that 20 mark. I think he'll be around like 18, 17, around there. So that is going to be our final pick going through the slate we have here today, ladies and gentlemen. Yuli, we're going to go less on the map 3 kills. Beans, we're going to go more on the map 2 kills. Mac, less map 1 through 3. Fellow, less map 1 kills, which is left up to question. I know Vickle is just coming back here on the Florida roster, but I do see he's going to pop off. I mean, they do need some more slays here in the SMG categories, so I do see Vickle playing pretty well. Yeah, and then we have Fame going on the more for map 3. That is the riskiest one, especially because he is a rookie, so I don't know if he's going to, do what he did in those last couple matches, but if he does, great. If he doesn't, bummer. And then we have Skies here on the map 1 kills. We're going to go less. So that's 4 less, 2 over, 1 S&D pick on Beans, because this line is just so good. 6.5 for Beans. I feel like he hits that. Let me look at map 2 kills real quick. See if we feel confident about anything. The only one maybe is Afro here. He's kind of their S&D superstar going up against a New York that hasn't been playing the best in S&D. I mean, they did just beat FaZe on it, so I kind of take that back. Before that, they weren't playing too hot. But, no, I think we'll stick with it. You don't have to ride the Fame pick, guys. I know it's kind of a risky one. Don't have to ride it. But if you do, appreciate it. So, yeah, what I like to do, I go around $30 or $40 here. What the hell? $30 or $40. I'm going to do 40 for this one to get it up to that $1,000 winning margin. It's risky, man. It is risky. Looking over my plays here, I do feel confident. Yeah, I feel confident. We're going to lock it in. And locked. Locked. No, I don't need to join the Discord. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the slate. Homies, if you enjoyed the analysis, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, hit the subscription button, whatever you want to do. I really appreciate it. I know this is the very first video coming out. Don't really expect much to go from here, but if you guys enjoy some prize picks, let me know. If you want to see a little more action of this, you want to see some 2-man, 3-man slates, I'm happy to do it. Or if you like these 6-mans kind of the day prior, I know we don't get the map set, we don't get a lot of information you might need to make these bets as spot on as possible, so that's maybe why we do some 2 to 3-man slates kind of on the day kind of thing. But I do like doing this night before a 6-man slate. I always try to put one of these in for each day of Call of Duty matches. So excited for tomorrow, excited to watch the matches, and I hope you guys are too. Hope you're riding this with me. If you're not, all good. Let me know what you would change in the comments. Appreciate you stopping by. Peace. Also, my name is Franz, if you didn't know. Peace.